show you. Hang on. Oh, I see.
It won't tilt down. It goes sideways.
Now, may I?
There's a broken heart for every light on Broadway, a million tears for every bleak next day. Those lights above you think nothing of you. It's those who love you that have to pay. There's a sorrow lurking in each gloomy shadow, and sorrow comes to everyone someday. There's music and laughter, but tears may come after. Two broken hearts for each light on Broadway.
Look it.
What?
The grass.
What about it?
Growed some.
Well, that'll happen.
Growed greener over the place they laid my mama.
I'm sorry, that line, the place they laid my
Laid
mama.
to rest is implied, Miss Ames.
Then couldn't he say to rest?
Perhaps in addition to acting and writing, you'd like to direct.
Little road over yonder.
Dirt one there.
Where do you reckon it goes?
Never gone anywhere as far as I know. It's always there in the morning when I get up.
I'd like to see that you the first thing. I mean, in the morning.
Ain't a pretty sight. I sleep hard.
So do I, like a dog with a bone.
Oh, is that a rewrite? With the winks and the blinks like a dog with a bone.
It just came to me.
Gee, send it back.
Children, may we?
Alfred Lunt could be persuaded to give me my cues. Take it from where?
It matters not. I sleep hard.
Bite my head off at the neck, why don't you? You eating this week?
Tomato soup at the automat just last night.
Yeah, hot water and ketchup.
Except they were out of ketchup. What's it to you?
Is there a problem?
We seem to keep hearing this gurgling sound.
Incorporated. Imagine the offstage creek is rising along with my bile.
Since when, by the way, do you spit?
It's a character thing.
It's disgusting.
I'd like to see that. You the first thing. I mean in the morning.
Ain't a pretty sight. I sleep hard.
All God's creatures do. Why look, below that willow weeping away, that heifer nuzzling up its mama.
What of it?
Warm and soft and friendly like. I wish I was having that sort of a nuzzle.
Well, what's stopping you? It's your cow.
Tell me, Grandpa,
right?
Eleanor Ames?
I'm at home, but we were rehearsing.
You could have fooled me. I thought I was back in the farm and knee-deep. Son.
Young man, did you happen to tiptoe past a sodden stage door guard?
Oh, yeah, he was 2 or 3 sheets to the wind, sinking fast.
Telling me sunk, would you mind, on your rapid way out?
I don't think so, Mac. You got terrible tidings to bear, some pitiful
Thank you so much.
You
We'll
can
lift
send
you on
him
the
a wire.
barricade, shall we? Everybody's a critic. Well then, anyone else in a beckoning dark of the wings, all huddled and tired and poor with an axe to grind?
Ain't you itching to read that telegram?
No,
Why not?
because it goes something like, all is forgiven, stop. Come home before it's too late, stop. Your word mother's heart is about to stop. Stop. Sign your word, mother.
What did you that lifted that Lingberg baby, was it?
Worse.
Then kidnap, extortion, and baby murder?
I went on the stage.
Okay. That's worse.
Bad news, Miss Ames.
She hasn't read it.
Would you please?
I'd rather later.
I'd rather now. The suspense is making a swamp of my mohair suit. Well?
A moan from Mom?
I've got a job
Couldn't you wait till you flopped in this one, Miss Ames?
with the Federal Theater Project.
No, the Federal Theater Project.
Well, they have been doing some wonderful things.
It's a nest of boondoggling reds.
Oh, and of course it attracted me also, loving to toggle my boons as much as the next, and knowing how communists seem to make better, well, dancers.
Do they?
Weeks ago this was. For the happy day I landed this job, and I thought about all the pavement I'd been pounding for almost a year and no luck. And the rent was past overdue like a distant memory. So I tried to apply to a federal theater unit.
And?
To begin with, they told me I'd have to go on to relief. Before they'd consider my application. Then they determined I wasn't a New York resident anyway. After almost a year, but not quite. So I'd have to send my appeal on to the folks back home.
Which is where, Miss Ames?
A Jerkwater town in a cornfield. Ever been through?
I believe I spent a few weeks in a corn town late one afternoon.
That's the place. Swore on my mother's grave I'd never go back.
I thought your mother was quick enough still to send wires.
I'd kill her, and then I'd swear.
Ooh, you are serious.
All I ever wanted to do. Live in this city and act.
And the telegram?
Says there's a theater unit forming back in the waving grainy haunts of my youth.
In your very hometown.
Not quite as exactly. My hometown doesn't exist anymore. The mine closed, they shipped the sidewalk back to Chicago, and the rest of it blew away. So I got a job if I want. Cross state in the town of Bumfork, in another part of the corn. I got a job here, don't I?
Till we open.
Could we continue?
Bumfork?
You think it's misspelled?
Did you ever starve back home?
My body did not. I was dead from my chin to my scalp.
And here in the heartless city.
My soul is fed, and my body can fend for itself from the top.
If you like.
You're beautiful when you're defending your right to exist.
Oh, shut the hell up.
Look it.
Wood.
The grass.
What about it?
Groats.
Well, they
Telegram for Donald Fucker!
We could always rehearse in Grand Central.
Fucker?
Fucker? I don't even know her. In the house.
Weren't you folks in this very same spot 5 minutes ago?
Artie's lawn.
I thought my job was a lump of coal in the stocking.
Maybe we ought to write him in. He seems to like it here.
You want to run lines?
Look it.
What?
The grass.
What about it?
Groats.
Well, that'll happen.
Like my feeling for you. Know what I
Let's
mean?
start.
Wrote about this far.
Say, you want to see my underpants, which are imitation silk and the trim is lace and the color is something your mother never wore. Can I get you any closer to heaven?
Maybe you better chow down on some solid food here. Let me scrape the lint off.
Oh, this cracker's seen better days.
So have we. Mr. Farker! She says she'd like to go on to the part where she eats a whole box of saltines and then whistles Columbia, gem of the ocean.
Oh, it is to laugh. Or is it? What is he doing?
Making confetti?
Sir, that telegram our director is shredding.
You know why they killed the messenger? The messenger stayed around too long, is my guess.
You don't know what it said.
Well, turkeys, and this is a fact, are so dumb they can drown outside in the gentlest rain standing up. Their heads are tilted back to examine the sky. They forget to shut their traps.
So what are you saying?
I'm saying it's raining like hell, and I wouldn't look up if I was this show.
Mr. Parker!
Boss, is that absence of sound from the house an ominous silence, or is it your regular lack of attention? Mr. Barker, yoo-hoo, bad news!
I don't know, it depends. We're closed.
We haven't opened.
With snow again, boss, we don't get your drift.
It seems the producer's funds are gone, as is the producer. His organization, Fly-By-Night Bandbox Reviews, went into receivership just a few minutes ago. As you suggested, Mr. Muldoon, this particular show is short, but art is long. We will all survive, we may prevail. I thank you for your work and your spirit. Good afternoon.
Wait
Hey,
a
Barker!
minute, Mr. Barker!
What is it?
We will be paid for the weeks we rehearsed.
Indeed you will. FDR will be handing your checks in person before his appearance at Roseland, minus his braces, to give us a Charleston demonstration.
I needed that money.
I'm just a few nickels away from eviction.
I haven't eaten since...
When? Oh, the moonlight's fair tonight along the Wabash. From the fields there comes the breath of new mown hay. And fried chicken and watermelon pickles and peach ice cream and other victuals that haven't appeared on your plate in recent memory.
Would you go?
I'm allergic to new mown hay.
All I ever wanted to do. Live in this city and act.
Well, why not it too?
I promised myself I'd never go back.
Yes.
Yes.
You asked if I'd like to see your underpants. Yes.
I'm jitterbugging with Franklin. Remind me to wear a short skirt.
Well, not before then?
Dreams.
Say, you haven't done well looking, Mother.
Who doesn't?
She's waiting for you in the green room.
I doubt it. My mother's down in a number of ways. On the farm, still scaring the crows.
Well, this one said to tell my runaway daughter the hua I've arrived.
His mother. Why would she come? Oh.
Your father is dead.
You probably want to be alone.
No, stay, it's all right.
Your father is dead.
What else is new?
I probably want to be alone. Tomato soup tomorrow, 6. We've read a few of the shows of yesteryear.
Save me a seat. Save me some ketchup. Save me.
How's he?
Oh, he keeps me up all night. He won't stop. I mean, golly. I'm not a whore. I never was. Someday you might want to just stop.
Your father's in the stone cold ground.
5 years ago, Mama, you need another blunt instrument.
I intended on throwing this open.
Oh, you figured before you went what you thought. That's good. It takes some critics months to master that trick.
I'm keeping it though. Daddy, I'm hungry, I'm broke.
What happened to Daddy's pension?
Folded. Bank it was in. Folded and never unfolded.
How are you living?
Hand to mouth. How are you?
Well, the same. Except my hand isn't shaking, my mouth isn't pinched.
Move in with me.
I don't want to go back.
Not back. There is no back. In the city, I've taken a room.
Here.
All I had left, I sold. That bought me a ticket east, a room at the Y for a week, and a cabbage. I haven't had time for a job. I was looking for you.
Try reading a paper sometime. There are no jobs. The country's closed out of town. My show is folded. Your cabbage would have gone splat on an empty stage. I don't want to move in with you, Mother, ever. Hear that clattering sound? The sticks are calling for you.
So reckon that this was your innocence, such as it was. And this is the city. And they meet. And this is what happens. I need that.
My life is coleslaw, Mama. What's your point?
Or say that this green was the love you had for me. Or that sad old house for lost. Or that little town you gripped your license and luxury in. Everything you ever once had you could love. And this is the life theater.
Imagine the cat cabbage was me, and that hatchet was you. Don't follow me, Mama.
Where are you going?
Someplace you would never consider to look.
Away from the glare of the world and the sins of the fallen old flesh. A nice, simple Christian place with decent folk. I wouldn't think to look there.
Maybe.
If you was there, I would find you. There ain't no place you could go. I won't find you.
How would you know it was me? Think about that. I'm a master of disguise.
No, you ain't. You don't even make up very well. And how would you go? It takes money to travel, and I know you're broke.
No, you don't.
Ain't you an actor?
I could have a friend.
Like your father? Go out and go whimpering back. Out and back, and out and back, and out and back. And do you know what it finally found? The world ends at a certain point. That is all there is. Don't you put that worm of leaf in your mouth.
I'm hungry.
Go! Hop a freight into hell with you then. Go ride the damn rods in the rain. I hope you get splashed right off. Hope it gets dark. And the water keeps welling up over the tracks and it drenches you through to the skin so your clothes are like ice. But that drain never stops. So you can't climb out from underneath and you freeze to the rods. And I hope they need a jackhammer to pry you off.
Maybe I'll hit.
With your skirt around your head.
I never kissed a man hard enough to curl my toes.
Then how do you know that happens?
Use my imagination.
Look. Look. I'm hungry too.
Bye, Mother.
Don't go back to your room! I know where you live!
Huh? Oh, I thought you were someone else.
I was.
You got someplace to go? This show is closed.
See that train coming, coming round the curve. Hear those car wheels rumbling, rolling through the lane.
It is a girl. If that don't beat all. He's humming. She's humming. I say it's a slow-witted boy.
Hey, Unc. Try not to lose heart.
Is that bothering you?
It's just you can notice this rattler's starting to slow.
Is it?
It is. And the nearest tank town has to be half the whole night away and gone.
Is that bad?
Depends on whether they tumble us.
Who?
Bulls.
What bulls?
Ones that stop a train in the dark, climb into the cars with a club, and go bum simple.
How do they know we're here?
They hear us humming.
I feel like 2, 3, 2.
Dogs.
Dog where'd I get?
I say throw her out now. It ain't her. Well, what she is, they got us bang on the man act open and shut.
Nobody touched her.
You ain't done what those Scottsboro fellas said.
That fucking piss-shitting dick damn it, I'm not a girl!
Comes just like a girl.
I say chuck her over.
Say nobody's chucking nobody nowhere.
Right. Hey, put the pig sticker away.
Big sticker.
lying to us all. Are you a girl, Melanie?
Not once.
Then I hope you won't take it amiss if I say you are the sissiest little gay cat of a Percy boy I ever saw.
That mum was a word.
Oh, then again, I've always maintained a soft spot in my heart and a lump in my lap for Percy boys.
I guess mum wasn't a word.
Outside!
Oh!
Anybody in there?
Elmo, it's hard out here at the Bill of the Dams. Let's call it a night.
I heard something.
Rats in the car.
Whisper loud.
You heard a rat layer.
Well, I want to bust something.
Well, ain't you got a wife?
Gotta beat on him, Joe.
The fat one's pounding the right of way back to his shack, and the fatter one's swinging his light like a grid.
All clear.
Oh, and slow to catch on to it, Joseph.
Oh, wasn't about to scream.
No, I just wanted to hold somebody. Nobody I wanted to hold would have been in the max killer camp. What's that?
I have to ride out as far as Bum Fork, please.
We ain't barely built up steam.
Hey, if we tip her out now, she probably won't bounce but a little.
Is she or ain't she burly? Oh, she ain't. And he's mine.
The Russian has spoken. I'm shaking here.
And having smoke moves in. I'm taking requests.
On the banks of the Wabash, boys. That tune's a lot of applesauce.
And I'm with you.
Be restraining yourselves from yelling it.
Oh, you like this song, I believe.
It makes me sad.
Homesick.
Not that I ever had that kind of a home.
Or anyone else. What candlelight and what sycamores?
Thanks for not spilling the beans.
Not at all. It was heaven to hold you regardless. I get cold and I can't warm up, so medicinal spirits help.
Ooh. Oh, you mean like a blow to the head would help?
Whatever it takes to forget a little. How near to heaven it gets you. Like maybe cloud 7 or 8. Being rocked in the arms of some dim-witted but lovely gorilla.
Whatever you say.
You never had the pleasure.
I haven't had time.
Doesn't take that long. Unless you have the misfortune of being artistic. You wouldn't happen to be an artist, would you?
An actress. Hard to say.
Oh, I knew I felt a connection. I thought the connection was sex, but it was work. Of course, in the theater, often the one is the other.
You act.
I perform. Or I did in the lately departed and hardly lamented vaudeville.
What did you do?
I was various. Prestidigitation, animal juggling, recitation of Edgar Guest, and the face on the ballroom floor. My final act involved a cappella singing of Western songs, all the while I was milking a live and cantankerous cow. In rhythm, squirting. I've been working on the rail, the road. And the night we folded, the manager told me mine was the saddest act he'd ever seen.
Oh, you missed the show I was recently in.
Soon folded.
Never saw life.
Got folks in Bumfork.
No. My folks are dead.
I'm an orphan myself. Praise God.
My father used to ride the rails. I thought,
Be on the train.
look out and see. Field. House at the edge of the field, light in a window. I know he'd been by the same place. I know my father had seen what I was seeing.
It hasn't happened.
Not yet. So I keep looking out.
All right, you tramping sons of bitches, now do
What the hell is your name?
Elmo?
Elmo happens to be my name. What's your moniker, friend?
Hoping it isn't your last name, sir, but they call me shit and fall in it.
Do they now? Well, it suits you! Seeing as how y'all have right up to your necks! Railroad's had enough of this kind of rustle!
Oh, it's worse than that.
How so?
We got us a woman.
You better be joking!
Show him, Sal.
What the hell are you doing?
Show him.
Oh!
What is it?
Great God, little fishy!
It is!
Show the man what we did to you.
If you touch the sacred hair on this woman's head!
What you did?
Undid. Don't you remember, huh?
Oh, he did. Do me. Now I recall. The marks of his unbrushed teeth.
Whereabouts?
I blush to show you.
Yeah.
But I will.
Regale us all with how we found you there, just minding your business, standing there. On the corner, wasn't it?
No. By a fence. I was watching the cows. Where a cow and a calf that was licking. When one of these stumble bums sidles over to me, looks at the animal's nursing. He leers at me. He says, I wish I was having that sort of a lick. So I replied, well, what's stopping you? It's your cow.
Was it his cow?
As a matter of fact, it was not. But you seemed to resent my thinking it was.
It was then he attacked you.
Right then. Oh! A minute ago I was an out-of-work actress, now I'm a fugitive.
Most of the world would say you were moving up.
What do we do?
We dump him over, return him to the rubbish from whence he came.
He's out, he wouldn't be able to break his fall.
Well, somebody's gotta go. It's him or us.
You're white as a sheet.
I finally found a place.
What place?
The place my father had been before me. Here. Right here.
This particular train.
Some train. Some night he was just as scared as me.
What he had chums.
Well, I'm not him. You coming?
No. And if I was you, I figure I'd wait till the train got over this bridge.